Jamie.
And I'm Kim.
And this here's the wildest vlog in the wilderness. So we just got back from a really quick trip down to Disney. This is probably our fastest to date, and we usually only do long weekends. But we flew down on a Saturday afternoon. We had dinner on Disney property, and then the next day, Sunday, we rope dropped to Magic Kingdom, and we were in the park all morning, and then we went back that evening to see Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Yeah.
This trip was actually my wedding present to Kim, and also to myself, let's be honest.
So once we landed at the Orlando airport, we rented a car through Hertz again. They're really convenient and good prices, so we recommend them. So we went to the garage, we picked out a car, and off we went to Pop Century, where we stayed again.
Turn right onto Century Drive.
Pop, 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 pop.
In half a mile, the destination is on your right. Disney's Pop Century Resort.
Color TV.
Oh boy.
Are we there yet?
It's a rainy day in Disney.
Air conditioned rooms. Sweet. I didn't know.
Oops.
I didn't know.
Make a U-turn, then turn right onto Century Drive.
This is where we parked last time. We're in that building right there.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go right here, okay?
It's a great value resort, and it's kind of our go-to for these weekends.
The only issue that I've ever had with Pop Century is that sometimes the buses can get pretty full going to and from the parks. So we've solved that issue though by renting a car.
Yeah. So this time we stayed in the 1970s building at Pop Century, which was new for me. I think I've stayed in the 90s, the 80s, not the 80s, maybe the 60s, but we were in the 70s building, which was cool. We were in one of the older rooms / current rooms, but most of the hotel was under construction when we were there. And I've seen pictures of the refurbished rooms and they look really nice. So I'm excited to go to Pop in the future and stay in one of the new rooms.
Before we get into any of our Magic Kingdom stuff though, I want to tell you guys a little bit about Saturday night. We decided to have dinner. We could have probably made it to a park, but instead of doing that, we decided that we were going to just have a relaxed kind of an evening. So we were going to have such a busy day the next day, and we were flying out early Monday morning. So we made a reservation at Animal Kingdom Lodge at Boma, Flavors of Africa.
Yes, there are so many options to spend an evening in Disney if you don't have park tickets. There was Disney Springs, there's any of the resorts, the boardwalk, but we settled on Animal Kingdom Lodge. I think we're both really fond of that resort. It's so nice to hang out and the atmosphere is great. And if you're lucky, we were there a little too late in the night to see many animals, but if you're lucky and you're there during the day, you'll see a bunch of cool animals like giraffes and zebras outside.
We did see a zebra.
We did see a lone zebra. It was raining and it was pitch black, but we ran out to see if there were animals, and there was, behold, a lone zebra.
So we had dinner at Boma, Flavors of Africa, and we had a fantastic dinner. We didn't take any food pictures because we were plating our own food because it's buffet style there, and
it wasn't
pretty.
Very Instagram worthy.
But it was so good.
And
then we actually had a couple really magical things happen to us.
Yeah.
We were wearing our... Well, actually, you know what? Why don't we just let ourselves from a month ago tell you about it directly.
Yeah.
We just wanted to tell you about some of the magical moments that happened to us today.
Already.
So already,
We've been here for like 6 hours and already we're like
not even 6 hours.
feeling like the most
3
special
hours.
people in the world.
So Kim had the foresight. So this trip was actually a wedding present from me to her. Really for both of us, though. I mean, let's
She
be
did
with
pretty
it.
good.
So she had the foresight to get these really cool buttons. Let me give you a close up. They say just hitched, and they have the hitchhiking ghosts.
And I got it on Etsy, and I will put the shop information in the description of this video because I don't remember the name of the shop off the top of my head, but yeah, it's this seller on Etsy, and she makes amazing stuff, including these.
Now, I want to point out that these are not actually Disney celebration buttons, so you
No.
actually have to stop and read them. We have had multiple congratulations from cast members. At dinner, our waiter, Steve, shout out Steve from Yonkers, brought us champagne with strawberries on the top when we were done with our dinner. With our dessert. It was like the sweetest thing ever. He just came over and was like, congratulations. And
Amazing.
it was awesome. And then
Such a special touch, like just the extra consideration to do that, to notice the pins. They're not even the pins that you can get for free in the Disney resorts and parks, like Jamie said, and to notice it and to also like bring over the extra treat, the champagne, was just, yeah, it was great. It
Also-
made the whole night.
general shout out to Boma for getting us in over an hour before our reservation because we made it down in plenty of time.
Yes.
I'm sure that they can't do it every time, but they were able to do it for us tonight and we were starving, so it was really a good thing.
Yeah.
So that was really, really magical. The food at Boma is also really good. It's a mix of cuisine from all over Africa, and there's some American stuff thrown in there too. So it's a really great variety for everyone. There is usually a little bit of a line to get to the food, but it moves very quickly. They're very good at serving, and
I kind of wish we had a fast pass for it, but it was alright.
no, it was
I think
fun.
I said in line, can we have a fast pass for this buffet? But because we went up like 10 times to eat everything because it was delicious.
I think the final count was 12. I'm
It was
just
a
kidding.
lot.
I'm just kidding.
It was a lot.
But it was great.
So good. It was just like we take a scoop of everything.
I think also it's a really nice option to do a buffet sometimes because it's a little bit more expensive than it is to get just like a meal that's an entree, a standalone entree. But it's really a great chance to try a bunch of things too. So I think it's a fun option every once in a while to throw a
That's
buffet
fun.
in.
And I had been to Chico and Sanaa, but never to Boma, so...
I hadn't been to
It
Boma
had been
in
a long time.
years since
Yeah.
Animal Kingdom Lodge first opened. That was the last time I've
Yeah.
been to Boma.
So it was fun to experience it. It's a really cool place, too. Like, the space is pretty, pretty cool.
So after Animal Kingdom Lodge, we went back to Pop Century and we picked up some waters and breakfast items for the next day. And something else magical happened in the food court. Here's us again to tell you about it.
But then, so the second thing, we're just on our way back to our room, and this is why we wanted to record this video right now, because this was like the second, like, among many cool things that have happened today. We were just buying some waters and some breakfast stuff for tomorrow,
Yeah.
and as we were checking out, the cast member said, well, do you guys want some Mickey straws because you just got married?
And she asked us what our favorite colors were, and she gave us 2 Mickey straws. And these aren't free, they charge for these at the register. They're not expensive, but they charge for them. And she was like, well, you just got married, you want some Mickey straws? And asked us our favorite colors and plopped them right in our bag. So,
It was
it
so
was
sweet.
2 things, special things right in a row. And we certainly feel very loved, very special. And this was at Pop Century in the food court. Where you can also buy provisions, and we were just buying some breakfast stuff in the morning because we're rope dropping. And it was just like this right on the heels of the nice champagne gesture after dinner. It was just amazing, and
Cast members
obviously we
really
didn't
make it.
expect anything. We're just kind of wearing them because we're happy and we just got married, and they were perfect Halloween just hitched buttons because we're here for the Halloween party, and just to get that special treatment is just so nice.
Yeah, it makes you feel really special.
Yeah,
I mean, cast members really do make Disney what it is. They make the Disney clock tick.
they do. Yeah, they do. And they have eagle eyes. If you're wearing a button, they will see it. If you're
They
wearing
will
a
see it
Disney
and
shirt,
they
they
will
will
read it.
comment. Like, yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
So after a day of travel and an awesome evening at Animal Kingdom Lodge, we turned into bed because we were rope dropping the Magic Kingdom the next day. And we went for most of the day, took a short break, and then went back for the Halloween party. So we have a lot to fill you in on, videos, photos, and us talking to you about our experience. So come back next week.
Until then,
Bye!